Alright, Forex market guys, I know you've been waiting for this one. Aussie Swiss. And an update is definitely on the menu. So here you go. I mean, you remember we pulled the trigger a few days ago, and I know you've been waiting to hear about the Aussie Swiss ever since we got in. It's been pretty quiet. I mean, it wasn't encouraging, right? But it was also not discouraging, because price pretty much stayed in the neighborhood of the price entry. But I think that more than that, it's important to see. I mean, it's important to note that price is trading sideways in a very narrow range, right? It's pretty much brain dead at this point. But what's really happening here, kind of behind the scene, is that bottoming out process. That's what we suspect is going on, because like I said, we've been able to record here 3 legs on this formation. The first 2, simple, straight liners, straight, couple of days on the way down. Took more than that on the way up, but still relatively quick, probably about a week or maybe even 10 days. But then the third leg was special. It took that highway of Elliott wave cycle, going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a very long extended fifth leg all the way down. But eventually, and it took some time, right? I mean, comparing that to the first two legs, this one took a couple of months, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, yeah, pretty much. But, so it's bottoming out. This is what it's doing right now. It's bottoming out after a long, bearish cycle. Now, it's doing that exactly on 69.27. I want to show you something really interesting, guys. Check this out. I think this is the most impressive part. I'm going to switch to the weekly, and we're going to analyze that same 69.27 level, 69.28 actually. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see exactly what's going on, right? The first engagement was 2 weeks ago. Very subtle, just a touch. Last week was more aggressive on the attempt to cross over, right? Because it was able to go all the way to 69.09. So it penetrated by about 20 pip just to pull back up, right? So a lot of respect for that big 69.28. And guess what? Even this week, we had another engagement. Price was coming off just a couple of days ago. It managed to close the daily bar below 69.27. Yesterday it got back up. But again, right? This is what you want to keep your eyes on. The way price is just slicing that level, finding that support, and still, trading sideways, because probably it's about to shift direction. Now, we got in, right? I mean, we got in a few days ago. We decided to pull the trigger. We throw it in $5,000 right off the bat, just to start with. Hopefully we can, the plan is to build up that position, much bigger position we had in mind, going into this. But for now, I guess it's not the right timing. Price is literally, is on the thread here, right? It's about to break down massively, which is always an option, right? We cannot rule out that option. Or it's going to start to pick up the pace. Once we see that it starts to pick up the pace and just, move away from that twilight zone right there, 69.27, that's going to be our cue to start and commit more funds to this position. For now, we're going to keep it relatively small here on $5,000 position. But yeah, I think there's a lot to look forward when it comes to the Aussie Swiss, especially after everything I've just showed you, mostly with the weekly chart and that reaction we have on that big 69.27. So yeah, let's see how it goes, guys. I can only say that we haven't changed our stop loss level yet. I guess we had no reason to. Still at 68.50, and yeah, next week, probably somewhere around midweek, we're gonna come back and see how this is developing, right? How this situation is evolving. That's about that for today, Forex market, and for the week. We're going to be back on Monday, so till then, be well.